You must have heard about the decimal expansion, right? So, decimal expansion of two kinds of numbers, right? So, the first kind of number is a rational number. You must have heard about the decimal expansion of a rational number. And second one is a decimal expansion of irrational number, right? There are two kinds of numbers. No, one is rational number, another is irrational number. The decimal expansion of rational number is a terminating. Okay, that is the first condition, terminating. What do you mean by terminating? You can take some examples here. For example, 1.2. See here, after point, I mean it got ended here, no, point 2. Look at this. All right, similarly, you can take example of 1.345. So this look at this 345, it got ended, no, I mean it got terminated, right? I mean 1.345. So you can take one more example, 1.23. So again here also there is an end. So this is called as what? A terminating decimal expansion, right? So this is the first property of rational number. And there is one more thing, that is non-terminating, non-terminating but repeating. You must have heard about this, non-terminating but repeating. You can take an example. So what is that example? That example is like 1.3333 continuously, it keeps on going. So that is like, you can write this as a 1.3 bar. And there is one more example, 1.232323, it is continuing, and this can be written as 1.23 bar. You have heard about all these things, no? Non-terminating, I mean it is not terminating but repeating. So these are the two important properties about the decimal expansion of rational numbers. Now how about irrational number? In irrational number, the decimal expansion, we are talking about decimal expansion, okay? It is neither terminating, neither terminating nor repeating, neither terminating nor repeating. What is the meaning of this? It neither terminates nor repeats. So you can have a look at some examples. The example is like 1.2345766712, like that. I mean there is no pattern for this. I mean it keeps on going randomly. There is no termination also and no repetition also. And you can take one more example. These are the famous examples: 1.0100100001 0000001 0000001. It keeps on going, no? I mean it neither terminates nor repeats. So these are the examples for irrational numbers, right? So this is the only condition, it should be neither terminating nor repeating. I hope it is clear. Now for example, if somebody asks you how is the decimal expansion of, how is the decimal expansion, decimal expansion of 1 by 2, for example. I mean how will you do? You'll just say 1 by 2 means 2 ones are, then 0, I will take one more 0 here, 5s are, so that is 0.5. So it is terminating, you will say easily, correct, no? If somebody asks you how about 1 by 3, so you'll say 1 by 3 is 3 ones are, then 0 I'll take, and 0.33s are, 1 is the carry, 3 threes are, then again 1 is the carry, 3 threes are, so it goes on 0.3333, it keeps on going, and 0.3 bar. So what will you say? It is non-terminating, I mean it is not terminating because 3 is continuing, non-terminating but repeating. So that's why it is a rational number, you will say like that. But if somebody asks you, how about this 23 divided by 1500. Now look at this. Again you have to divide this, which is a difficult task. If somebody asks you how about 1 divided by 1200, see, again you have to divide. If somebody asks you how about 13 divided by 1248, now it becomes lengthy task, no? I mean you have to divide this and you have to tell. Definitely the all these whatever I have mentioned here, whatever I have given here, all these are rational numbers, correct, no? Because these are in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, and p and q are co-primes. Okay, so they are going to be co-primes. So either whatever I have given, so one possibility is that it should be terminating, correct, no? The decimal expansion should be terminating, or it should be non-terminating but repeating. These are the only two chances, correct? No, non-terminating but repeating. But how to tell this without actually dividing? How to tell whether it is terminating or it is non-terminating but repeating? How to tell that without doing division? No division. No division, without doing any division. How to tell? There is a method. There is a method for that. That is called as factorization of denominator. By doing the factorization of a denominator, we can tell about that. Okay, by doing the factorization of denominator, we can tell that. For example, the question is like this: comment on the decimal expansion of comment on the decimal expansion of for example 1 divided by 1200 without actually dividing. Now how to go about this, I'll tell you. You have to take this 1200. So whatever this denominator is there, now I'm telling you this is factorization of denominator. Now you have to choose this 1200 and you have to do its prime factorization. How to do? 1200 is there, then afterwards you have to do it as a 2 6 0 then 2 300s, then afterwards 2 150s, then 2 75s, then 75 is not divisible by 2 now, so you have to take 3 325s, then 5 5s, then 5 1s. All right, now how to go about it? Look at this, how many 2's are there? 1 2 3 4. So you can write it as 2 to the power 4 into how many 3's are there? Only one 3 is there, so that's why it is 3 to the power 1 into how many 5's are there? 2 5's are there, 5 to the power 2. Now in the factorization of this denominator, whatever denominator we have chosen, if anything other than 2 and 5, anything other than 2 and 5, look at this, 2 is there, that is okay, no problem. 5 is there, that is also okay. But anything other than 2 and 5, 3 is coming here, no? So then whatever decimal expansion is there, no, that decimal expansion is going to be non-terminating but repeating. This is for sure. Non-terminating but repeating. If you want to do this, you can check this. Okay, 1 divided by 1200, if you want, you can check. Definitely that decimal expansion will be non-terminating but repeating. Are you understanding my point? My point is in the denominator of that number. So whatever number I have given in the denominator, only 2 to the power something, for example m, into 5 to the power something, that is like n. If these things are coming, so the decimal expansion is going to be terminating. I hope it is very, very clear. Please try to understand this. I will give some examples also. Okay, anything other than 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n is coming means, then decimal expansion is going to be non-terminating but it is going to be repeating. I hope the concept is very, very clear now. Okay, now anything other than 2 to the power m and 5 to the power n means 2 and 5, they can come, there is no issue in that. But if only 2 and only 5, so those powers are there means decimal expansion will be terminating. If anything other than that, for example, we got 3 here. Now, if anything other than that is coming means, then definitely the decimal expansion is going to be non-terminating but repeating. I hope the concept is quite clear. Let us take some examples so that it becomes quite clear to us. Let us take a question here. Now, for example, they are asking comment on decimal expansion of for example 17 by 8. Just simple example. Now what is the denominator? Take denominator 8. So you do the prime factorization, that is 2 4s are 2 2s are 2 1s are. So 3 times it is coming, so that's why 2 to the power 3. So what is happening here? Only 2 is there. 5 can be there, or there is no necessary that 5 has to be there, only 2 is there, no? So that's why this decimal expansion, this one actually, not this one. So this is 17 by 8 is there, no? So this is going to have terminating decimal expansion. Why? Because only 2 or 5, 5 can be written like this also, no, into 5 to the power 0. Otherwise 5 to the power 0 means 1, it is there. So 2 to the power 3 into 1, same thing, it remains. Otherwise you can remove this. Either 2 should be there or 5 should be there, or both can be there, nothing other than 2 and 5 means the decimal expansion is terminating. All right, let us take one more example. The example goes like this. For example, we have taken the decimal expansion of 29 divided by 343. For example, 29 divided by 343 is there. What kind of decimal expansion it is going to have? Okay, now let us look at this. I mean, for example, 343 is there. How to go about 343 decimal expansion? I mean, this factorization. So I think it is not divisible by 2 and 3 also. I think it is going to divide by 7, I guess. Okay, let us look for this 7 here. So when you look for 7, so it is going to be 7 5 7 4 7 4s are 28, 6 is the carry, 7 9s are 63, then it becomes 7 7s are 7 1s are. So you can write it as 3 times, no? So that's why 7 to the power 3. So anything other than 2 and 5, I told you. So I mean 7 is something other than 2 and 5. So that's why this decimal expansion is going to be non-terminating for sure. Non-terminating but repeating. I hope the concept is becoming quite clear to you now. Okay, let us take one more example so that you get a clear idea about this. Now, for example, a comment on the decimal expansion of 15 divided by 1600. 15 divided by 1600. What kind of decimal expansion? Whether it is terminating or it is going to be non-terminating but repeating. How to go about it? Tell me. So 1600. Let us write that. So 1600. So 1600 is divided by what? 2. 2 8s are, then 0 0. Then 2 4s are, 0 0. Then 2 2s are, then 0 0. Then 2 hundreds are, then 2 50s are, then 2 25s are, then 5 5s are, then 5 1s are. Look at this, how many times 2 is coming? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that is going to be 2 to the power 6 into how many times? 5 5 to the power 2. So only 2 and 5 are there, no? So that's why this decimal expansion is going to be terminating. Once again I am repeating, dear children, only 2 to the power m, 5 to the power n means it is going to be terminating. Okay, 2 to the power m, then also terminating. Then 5 to the power n, only 5 to the power n, then definitely terminating. 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n into, for example, 7 to the power something like a, if it is coming means it is a non-terminating but repeating. All right, if something is like for example, let us take it as 7 to the power 4, if it is coming means it is non-terminating but repeating. If something is like 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n into, let us take 11 to the power 4, so then it is going to be non-terminating but repeating. Either 2 should be there or 5 should be there or both should be there, then it is going to be terminating. If anything other than that, then it is going to be non-terminating but repeating. I have repeated this concept many times so that it gets into your mind. And definitely whatever real numbers chapter is there, in real numbers you should be able to solve your fourth exercise on the data I have given. Alright, so if you understood this concept, give it a thumbs up, like the video, and share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it is your subscription which gives us a lot of support to create these kind of videos. Thank you very much. Have a good day and bye bye.